You must improve your problem solving. I'm sure you've heard this feedback from your partners. But they don't tell you how to do that. At McKinsey, BCG or Bain, problem solving is the most important skill. It has a disproportionate weight in your performance reviews. And if partners start questioning it, you are in troubles. And worst of all, you start questioning yourself. Am I smart enough for this job? Here's what no one tells you. It's not about being smart or talented. It's actually a coaching problem. Problem solving is a complex skill. It's like an onion with many layers. And if you have noise in any of these layers, people won't understand your ideas. And you will not be able to demonstrate your true abilities. In this video, I'll show you how to radically improve your problem solving by removing that noise and implementing some quick wins. If you want to succeed in MBB consulting, please subscribe to my channel. Every week I share insights, unspoken rules, and techniques that actually work in firms like McKinsey, BCG, or Bain. I am Rustem Karymov, a former associate partner at McKinsey. Now I coach MBB consultants to go from overwhelmed and stuck to confident and high-performing. Let me tell you a short story. In one of my reviews at McKinsey, I got a negative rating in the problem-solving dimension. Oh my god, I got so scared. I knew that was bad news for me. I couldn't afford partners questioning my problem solving. I knew it would affect my reputation, staffing, and performance reviews. So I risked getting fired very soon. So I was really determined to fix that feedback as fast as possible. I completed all the firm trainings on problem solving. I learned all the theoretical frameworks, 7-step problem solving approach, pyramid principle, messiness, issue trees, hypothesis trees, and many others. They were somewhat helpful, but to my great surprise, I couldn't apply them in practice. Apparently, we didn't use them on real projects. So I was extremely confused and frustrated. That's when I started asking myself, maybe I'm not smart enough for this job. I looked at other consultants, they seemed they knew what they're doing. Eventually, it took me a couple of years to learn. But now reflecting on this journey and having coached dozens of consultants, I realized that it's not about being smart or talented. If you already got into McKinsey, BCG, or Bain, you're already smart enough to do the job well. The real problem, you never received structured coaching to develop this skill properly. And now you are making simple and avoidable mistakes with no time to learn and recover. Before we dive in, if you want personalized help to upgrade your problem solving, I offer a free one-on-one consultation call. We can discuss your challenges and come up with an action plan. Book it now. Limited slots are available. The link is in the description below. As I mentioned earlier, problem solving is a complex skill. Like an onion, it consists of many layers and sub-skills. And there are 5 main sub-skills you need to know. Presentation skills, slide making, problem-solving process, logical thinking, and intrinsics. Let's peel them back one by one, identify the most common mistakes in each of the layers, and learn quick wins how to fix them. The first layer is presentation skills. Look, if you don't present well, your partners and clients won't understand your smart ideas. And you won't get full credit for your hard work. Then they will blame your poor problem solving for that. Here, the most common problem is the lack of preparation. Consultants work on slides until the last minute, and then they can't even present their own slides. Here's how you can fix that. For every important meeting, rehearse your presentations. Make it part of your standard working process. For example, for me, it takes around 5 iterations to get comfortable with content. That's how I free up my brain capacity. Then during presentation, I can focus on delivery, voice, and body language. The second layer is slide making. This is where the majority of mistakes happen. And many mistakes are easily avoidable. Here's the most common mistake. When consultants are taught to work in iterations, they send ugly slides to leaders as early drafts. Please understand, if you produce messy slides, partners won't understand your ideas. Then they will generate lots of comments. They will make you do lots of useless iterations. That's how you waste your time and kill your productivity. Instead, you must focus on quality, not speed or quantity. Here are the easy fixes and quick wins. First, Stop sending messy slides to your leaders. Let's agree on that. Stop hurting yourself, period. Second, don't send slides too early. There are no bonuses for that. There are no bonuses for speed. Use that extra time to polish your slides. Do at least 3 quality iterations before shipping out. Be obsessed with quality. The benefits are huge. You reduce your rework, you boost your reputation, and you save time in the long run. Another big layer is the process of problem solving. Many consultants work haphazardly without having any robust process. They rush to execute because they feel that if they spend time on thinking, it's a waste of time. But please understand one thing. Your firms hired you to think, not to make slides. Otherwise, they will be full of designers. Here's a quick win for you. Allow yourself to think before you produce slides. Spend at least 30-60 minutes just for problem solving. I know it will feel like wasting time. I promise. If you spend more time on thinking, production will be much faster. And you'll save a lot of time by avoiding future rework. Another fix is to implement the problem solving process. Have shortened steps in your process. Research, problem solving, production, and polishing. Each step is very important. Dedicate enough time to each step. Compartmentalize time between different activities. Think of it. If you want to improve quality and speed at the same time, you can do it only by perfecting your process. The fourth layer is logical thinking. This is where the most difficult problems hide. Consultants often make sloppy assumptions, draw illogical conclusions, and present weak arguments. All these mistakes undermine your work and kill your productivity. But these problems are harder to spot. They often hide very deep in the thinking process. Then, they manifest themselves in random mistakes. Consultants struggle to pinpoint where the exact problem is. It seems like every situation is unique. How to fix that? When problem solving, ask yourself important questions. What is the problem? What assumptions am I making? What is my logic? Is my solution the best one? What is the perspective of my leadership and clients? And what obvious question will my leaders and clients ask me? What I found particularly helpful was to use some basic logical reasoning skills. For example, comparison, sequencing, classification, generalization, analogies, causality, deduction, induction. So you can make your problem-solving toolkit more versatile in different situations. Here's another trick I really like. Think out loud. Have an internal dialogue with yourself. Control your thinking process. Stress test every logical step, every assumption, every conclusion, and every message you develop. Of course, in this short video, I can't teach you everything about problem solving. And from my experience coaching dozens of MBB consultants, I realized one important thing. It's quite hard to coach logical thinking through theory, but consultants understand these concepts very well through practice, through solving real problems. That is why consultants in my coaching program solve real problems, and I help them to unlock their problem solving through the use of practical examples. And the final layer is intrinsics. Yes, I admit, some people have stronger or weaker problem-solving engines, but it's not the main reason people succeed or fail. In my 9 years at McKinsey, I saw maybe 2-3 cases where intrinsics were the issue. Most of the time, it was the noise in other layers. That is why you shouldn't question your intelligence and worth. The only intrinsics that truly matter are resilience, grit, and desire to learn. Okay, let's take a quick pause here. Which of these layers cause the most friction for you right now? Please comment below. I read and reply to everyone. So now you're asking, how do I clear the noise? How do I know what to work on? How do I upgrade my problem solving fast? You can learn by yourself. You need to identify your main bottlenecks in different layers of your problem solving. From my experience, usually it's 1 or 2 quick fixes. And then fixing these bottlenecks is fairly easy. And that after that you get step change in your performance. But of course, identifying these bottlenecks on your own is very tricky. we usually don't see our own problems. And ideally, you should find someone experienced at your firm who can help you. But here's the issue. Your managers and partners are focused on their own survival, not coaching you. At least not at the level you need. That is why I created a coaching program designed specifically for MBB consultants. Inside the program, you do practical exercises and I observe your problem solving in action and help you to remove the noise and bottlenecks very fast. If this resonates with you, book a free one-on-one consultation call. We'll talk about where you're stuck and how I can help you. The link is in the description below. And finally, remember, most likely the problem is not you. You just need a good coach in the system. So don't drown in guesswork. Instead, build your problem-solving muscles. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.